It's showtime.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode. And today we're going to talk about something that is very, very important. And that is assertiveness and why you need to develop this skill ASAP. So if that sounds good, let's jump straight into it.
Listen to me very carefully.
Assertiveness is one of the most important and crucial social skills that you can and need to develop in the modern world. Assertiveness is not aggression. It is a special form of communication where you can freely express your thoughts, beliefs, opinions, and feelings in an open, balanced way without violating the rights of another person. In other words, you're expressing your opinion in a non-aggressive way without letting the other person take advantage of you or cross your personal boundaries. A more straightforward definition is you're learning how to stand up for yourself in regards to these points that I just mentioned. So why is assertiveness so important? It's important because in the modern world, a lot of people are so scared and stifled or super afraid to put a foot forward and express an opinion, even when that opinion is valid and would benefit them. They do this because they are either scared of any form of conflict or because they want to be seen favourably by the group of people who they are interacting with. Assertiveness is relevant in every situation, be it the working environment, school, home, your personal relationships, friends, family, etc. So the obvious question is, how did we become non-assertive? Or why are we like this as a society? Now this is a very important question because as babies, we were really assertive. When we wanted something, we made that opinion very clear via crying, or as we got older into the toddler years, we'd ask our parents or anyone around us for things right away. You can see this if you observe babies or young children. There is a very distinct innocence to children. However, they are very assertive in their behaviour. The issues happen as we get older. We get conditioned by society to fit in and never cause any form of discomfort or conflict. This conditioning takes place in the home environment, it takes place in school, with your peers, and of course throughout society, especially in the media, which is constantly pumped into you. So for example, perhaps your parents taught you to always be a people pleaser and please other people, or perhaps your school taught you to always fit in, or even society, which normally tells people to conform to a group and never deviate from that group or its groupthink. Another common example is maybe you've been cuddled and protected all your life from your upbringing, so you have no idea how to deal with conflict, discomfort, or being assertive in the real world. Some other common variables that stop you from being assertive include cultural influences, negative beliefs about yourself, low self-esteem and confidence, and anxiety. Regardless of all these reasons, it's important that you now start to develop this assertiveness skill as you progress going forward. So we're going to talk about some ways in which you can develop this assertiveness social skill, and if you find any of the information useful, I recommend strongly that you subscribe and check out the second video in this series where I'll be showing you lots of tips and strategies to be more assertive in the real world. So let's take a quick look at some of those methods right now. So number one, you need to learn to value yourself and know what you stand for. In other words, you need to develop self-respect and self-esteem because a lot of you out here are letting other low-value people disrespect you and take advantage of you. I encourage all of you watching this to develop your self-esteem and identity using the videos on our channel. I also encourage all of you to read books on self-esteem, self-confidence, and assertiveness. Number two, develop personal boundaries. Now we made a video about personal boundaries on our channel where we break down everything, so check that out. But it's really important that you define what type of behaviors that you will tolerate and the type of behaviors that you won't tolerate. Again, if this subject interests you, check out the video on our channel. Number 3, express yourself in a positive way. Being assertive doesn't mean you come across aggressive. Far from it. It's more of a balanced approach where you strive for a win-win situation between you and the other person. Be respectful, but don't let no one cross your boundaries or take advantage of you. Number 4, learn to say no. This one is really important because a lot of you are saying yes to things and situations that you really secretly want to say no to, and that is insanity. Practice saying no to things you don't want to do as much as you can. It might feel uncomfortable initially, but after a while you'll get used to it. Okay, and as I said, going back to point number 1, the more you develop your self-esteem and self-confidence, the more you'll develop the ability to say no without breaking a sweat. Okay, so if anyone asks you for something that you don't want to do, make sure you say no. Alright, so we'll wrap things up right here. I encourage all of you to watch this video back a few times and stay tuned for part 2, where I'm going to show you a number of different ways to be more assertive. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, and stay tuned because we've got a ton of videos coming out in the next week. As always, take care. I will speak to you soon. Peace.